Do you remember that feeling, that compelling emotion when the next step became seriously clear? For some, it can happen just once in a lifetime. For others, it's a systematic search of the future, the development of a culture which thrives on untried ideas and perceptions beyond our experience. We welcome this morning the team from Future Navigator. Liselotte Lyngse graduated with an MPhil from Oxford University and is one of the founding partners of Future Navigator. She's been the director of the research at the Copenhagen Institute of Future Studies since 1996, and she's a prolific author and speaker. She's also a founder member of the Global Future Forum. Anne Skare Nielsen graduated from Copenhagen University. Anne specializes in leadership, new value creation, ethics, and new technologies. Known as a corporate agent provocateur, she has worked, I did that quite well, didn't I? I've been rehearsing. Thank you. French is not my strongest subject, I have to say. She's worked with Fahrenheit 212, planning and implementing innovation processes, as well as being a member of the Ethical Council and Danish Ministry of Science. They're experts on the fuzzy front end of innovation. Anne and Liselotte will present today on the topic, the hunt for originality and good ideas. We are very privileged today to have them with us. Please give a warm welcome to Lisa and Anne.
Thank you. I'm not the only person who gets a royal treatment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you very much for being here with me today. As you can see, she's very fat due to a lot of chocolate eating. No, she's pregnant with twins. And
thank you.
So you just enjoy yourself, and I'll take the first part, and then Anne is going to take over. I've, as a futurist, wondered, because I walk around with Anne's pregnant belly and these twins, and everyone is asking us, are they natural, or did you have a treatment, or are you the mother, or are you a carrier? Or, so it's quite interesting. That didn't happen a few years ago.
Science fiction.
So how many ways do we have today in order to get children?
Oh, I think it's 28 actually.
28 different ways of conceiving children. So anyway, we will try to show you a bit of theory and a bit of practice in how we go for hunting originality and good ideas. And basically what we are looking for is, well, I'll give you a little story. In 1813, this tin can was invented, and then it took 50 years before the tin can opener came along. 50 years. Meanwhile, Dad went to the barn and opened the can with his axe or whatever, or shot it open with his gun. And still people were not able to say, oh, I really need a tin can opener. And that is the challenge, you could say, in terms of innovation. You can't get people to say something which doesn't already exist. They can't ask for these non-existing items. And that is really why we use future-based ideas development. We try to look at trends and scenarios, what is going to be lacking in the future, what are people going to be missing, and then we try to guess what could the future can openers be. So we're not just trying to sell cans to people.